20th of June, Rabbi Levitt, Chofetz Chaim.
Okay, so what it says over here in this Hagah, Masha lo zacharti, and this that I did not mention over here in the Sefer, Nura be planya be'inyan avak, Apshikain kasavti le'el b'chlal beis. Oh, okay. Koro me Rashbam b'Bava Basra, Yiramaskal avak, v'Shari Tshuva, Rabbeinu Yonah. Chofetz Chaim is saying, he's making a note over here, the fact that he did not mention a classic case of avak lashon hara that's mentioned by the Rashbam. It's mentioned by the Rabbeinu Yonah, and that the Gemara mentions this as well. It says Nura be planya. There is a fire going on in the house of Ploni. What does a person mean when he says that? Well, he actually said that he mentioned it in Klal Beis and Ber Maim Chaim. So in any case, what is this case all about? Comment on it. This case could be learned in two different ways. It's a question really in the Gemara. What exactly is the intention of what's being said, and and that's part of the reason why it's something that shouldn't be said, because it could be interpreted in the wrong way. On the one hand, the person could be saying what he thinks to be something nice about Ploni. He's saying, Ploni, he's such a wonderful host. He always has a fire in his house because he's always got food prepared. If he has if a stranger comes or someone comes and he needs to have food to eat, so he's always able to provide them right on the spot. They don't have to wait at all. That sounds like a nice thing, except for what we said before. If it's being said in the street where a lot of people are hearing it, the information could get into the hands of people who are going to take advantage. But other than that, it's if it would be said in private to one person who is not unscrupulous, it would seem to be okay if you interpret it in that way. But there's another way to interpret it. You know why the person is saying that Ploni is always got a fire on in his house? Is because Ploni always is eating. He's constantly eating. Morning, afternoon, evening. He's always got food cooking, and he's always eating. So that's not a very nice thing to say about someone. That would probably be also to say about someone. So since it could be interpreted in an unfavorable way, so it's something which would be regarded as avak lashon hara. So says the Chofetz Chaim about it. Reisi achar kach b'divrei hagos maimoni hilchas deis ubesmag umashma midivreihem duhu lashon hara gemura. Wow. So the Chofetz Chaim is saying the reason why I have not mentioned this case of Nur Be Planya, that Ploni has a fire going on in his house, over here in our discussion here, which is talking about avak lashon hara, is because there's other authorities that say that this is lashon hara gemura. This is absolute lashon hara. It's not just avak lashon hara. Okay. You probably have that in your art scroll, that note. Yeah?
Yeah, we're talking Yeah.
Yeah.
Note 3, yeah.
The Haggadah that we've got here is that you certainly shouldn't live in amongst people who Nibale Lashon Hara, and he must choose his place in shul away from them, because he'll become like them, and he'll miss responding Amen Yehei Rabbah and miss responding Baruch Hu, and miss hearing the Torah reading and the repetition.
Well, that's the next Haggah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's on 335. I think we were doing the one on 333, Roy.
Oh, all right. I wondered
You'll
why it
see.
was different.
It happens sometimes.
Why did I go to that one?
Oh, right. Okay, so we just did Sif Gimel.
Yeah.
Right.
That was Sif Gimel.
So if you see the final words, it's what Rabbi Levitt said. There is always a fire in so-and-so's house constitutes full-fledged Lashon Hara.
Right. Yeah, I've got that. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sometimes the pages stick together. I have found that.
No, there's no excuse. Thank you very much.
You know, I always wondered why my grandmother licked her fingers when turning pages.
Oh,
I know why now, because my skin is so dry now, I can't always turn pages. So I have to lick my finger to turn the page.
Same here. But it might have been that your grandmother was, Shalom, was hungry for more knowledge.
That could be.
All right.
okay. So now we're to Sif Dalet,
Wow.
subsection 4, in category 9, cloud tests. Asa Ladur. Oh, this is what Roy was referring to. B'shkunas Bale Lashon Hara. It's forbidden to live in a neighborhood which is filled with people that speak Lashon Hara. V'kol shekain leishev imohem u'lishma divreihem, and all the more so to sit amongst them and to hear their words. V'afilu ein b'dato lekabel es hadavar, even if he has in his head that he's not going to accept anything what they say as being true. Kevan shemate aznav lishmoya, since he's inclining his ear to listen to what they have to say. Kamosha kasavnu la'el b'klal vav. This is like we said in klal vav. Okay, and then we have the note on the bottom. That's what Roy was talking about, I guess. Bizen nucha lilmod dekol shekain sheyesh lizar ma'od shelo likvor lo mokum bebeis hakneses beis hamedrash eitzel bale halashon. Also, right, that's also a place where a person lives. That's his neighborhood. His neighborhood is where he has his house. There's a neighborhood where he's got his seat in the shul. There's a neighborhood where he's got his place in the base medrash, or if it's Zoom. So then that's the meeting that he goes to. So he has to make sure that neighborhood that he is spending time in is a neighborhood which is free of Lashon Hara. Yeah.
How would you check before you went? Say you're new to the shul. You just sort of come to the shul as a you just shifted there. How would you know where to sit?
Sit near the front, where the rabbi is.
Ah, good idea. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now somebody's going to ask, and what if there's no rabbi in that shul?
Mm-hmm.
So then what?
Sit in his seat that he would have
Sit in a seat where there is a rabbi. In the shul that there is a rabbi.
Yeah, we haven't got one.
Sit by the Shliach Tzibor, so you can only hear him.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a rabbi.
No?
No. In Bnei Yaakov.
Ah. Okay. Okay, that's another subject. Not going to get into that.
Right.
Okay, so we'll go on to the next. We're still in subsection 4 over here. Ve'im hu yodea be'echad mitalmidav shehu mibalei aloshen sorik larachiko miito im hu yodea shelo to'il lo hochacha. Well, this is interesting. If a person knows about one of his talmidim that he is from the people who are balei lashon hara, so then that Rebbe needs to distance himself from being in the company of that Talmud. If he knows that a rebuke to that Talmud will not avail. I wonder how he know how will he know that it won't avail? And they bring an incident in the Gemara Sanhedrin about Talmido Shel Rev Ami. Take a look over there. And this was also brought in Klal Beis, in the Ber Maim Chaim, Sifkat and Gimel. Let's just take a look over there. Klal Beis, Ber Maim Chaim, Sifkat and Gimel.
Base. It's well. Can somebody find a spot? Chofetz Chaim.
Oh, this is a very long note.
Where? What page is it?
Yeah, I don't even see it.
I haven't got.
Cloud, go to Cloud Base.
Okay,
In other words, Cloud 2. How do they translate cloud over there?
They don't.
Oh, they just call it cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Summary.
you go to Cloud 2,
Yeah.
and this is in the beginning of Cloud 2.
Mm-hmm.
It is
58.
it's in subsection 2 or base.
Cloud 2
And-
is
And then you go to the Ber Maim Chaim. On the bottom, it's note 3.
Cloud 2 second place. Gimel. Cloud 2 base. Right. I've got Cloud 2 base. Now,
So now, does the art scroll render every Ber Maim Chaim into English
no,
explanation and elucidation, or just selected ones?
I think selected ones. I'm not too sure. Well,
Oh yeah, right. You wouldn't really know. So
Okay, so, all right, so clarifying an ambiguous statement,
if
Oh, the number 16. What's 16?
introduction to
Hold on.
Ape
Hold on.
Talasa.
Divrei Rambam yeh perish divrei Rabbi Barav Huna kach kol milsa hainu she'im over echad al isur lashon hara v'siper divrei genus al chavero ba'ape tlas. Oh boy, this is ape tlas. This is the very complicated section of lashon hara over here.
All right, so it's class 2, Sif base, and whereabouts in that? How many lines in, or how many paragraphs in, or what?
Well, this is in the bottom notes of the Ber Maim Chaim, and it's Os Gimel in the Ber Maim Chaim, and it's quoting. If you take a look, it's quoting this Gemara in Sanhedrin. So you can take a look for Gemara in Sanhedrin, Lamed Aleph. Amid Aleph. That's the Gemara that we're looking for. So if they quote that Gemara,
All right, Sanhedrin.
so the Gemara in Sanhedrin says like this: Haul Talmida, de Gale Milsa, de Itmar, bebe Midrasha, Basar Esrin v'Tartin Shnin. There was a certain Talmud who revealed secret matter, or not such a complimentary matter, that had been said in the base medrash 22 years ago. The Afke Rebbe Ami Mibei Midrasha. And Rebbe Ami threw this Talmud out of the base medrash. Not like they do today. That's not allowed today. Amar Din Gale Razia. Amar Dain Gale Razia. That one that reveals secrets. Oy vey, mastama, kiven de itmar bebe midrasha, ha al kopanim hayaba apetlasa. But if it was revealed in the base medrash 22 years ago, in front of 3 people, if it was revealed in the base medrash 22 years ago, the fact that it was in a base medrash would be surely that it was in front of 3 people, which 3 people is basically regarded as a rabbim. It's regarded as a not being private, and therefore. Im kol zeh afke Rebbe Ami. But in all that notwithstanding, Rebbe Ami took action against this Talmud, Hainu, and that is for the reason because Mishum deniskaben legalos v'lo b'mikra, that this Talmud had a specific agenda to reveal this knowledge, and it wasn't simply innocently relating something by mistake. Amar Rebbe Ami, Dein Gali. So therefore, Rebbe Ami castigated him and denigrated him. Okay, so that's the. Now, what is that? I already forgot completely why it is that we went over there to look. Oh, yeah, because we're talking about this, this what the Chofetz Chaim says over here, in Klal Tes, Klal 9. Im hu yodea be'echad mitalmidav shehu mibalei lashon. He know if the Rebbe knows that one of his talmidim is a speaker of lashon hara, so if he's not able, if he doesn't think that rebuking him will get him to come around and still too and stop his all of his lashon hara, then he's got to distance him. So that's what's called distancing a Talmud, expelling him. Now we continue in the Chofetz Chaim over here.
Rabbi,
Oh, we have no more time. Okay.
Oh,
I just like to make one quick comment.
Yes.
This principle of a talas,
Yeah.
it's not what according to what I've read about it in Guard Your Tongue by Rabbi Pliskin, it's not by any means a permission to speak lashon hara.
Yes. Right.
Because it was said in the presence of three. It's very complicated. There are many conditions, and there's so many conditions, and they're so restrictive that the net result is it's irrelevant. If it was said in the presence of three people, it's 90% chance that you still can't repeat it.
Yeah. Right. That's basically what the Chofetz Chaim says over there.
Oh, okay.
In Klal 2.
Okay.
When he's talking about it, he says and regarding this apitlas, you have to have these conditions. A list of about I don't know how many, 9 conditions, which make it basically that you'll never be able to fulfill them all.
Right.
So yeah, I saw Rabbi Pliskin at a shlita at a chasna last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he looked. He walks around with a cane. He's an older man, but he had a smile on his face, like the sun was shining.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
My wife told me. My wife told me he has a few of his children or daughters-in-law or whatever it is that are also very noted educators and speakers.
We're on page 335, 334, $334.
Right.
Is that right?
That's where
$9.
I am, 334.
Right. Okay.
34. Okay.
Okay. Have a good day, everybody.
You too, Mayor.
Yeah,
Be
Mayor.
well.
Have a good day. Thank you,
Yeah,
Rabbi.
good in the Chodesh, too.
Chodesh Tov.
Chodesh Tov, U'Mevorach.
And if you're lucky, you'll see me in shul.
Okay, very good. I'll be
Name.
looking for you.
And vice versa.
Very good. Be well.
All right.
In a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay.